Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
Hi, welcome to Vitamin Junkies. I'm Jennifer Lyle,
I'm Dr. JJ in spandex
and we're addicted to good health.
and spandex. Today we're addicted to spandex. Today is the spandex episode.
But why am I not in spandex then? You didn't tell me.
Oh, you didn't
forgot
get the
to email
spandex
me.
memo?
You didn't get the spandex memo.
We'll have to have another show where we're like both matching spandex.
Yeah.
We could switch outfits.
We could do 80s.
Yes,
An 80s theme.
80s theme.
Very good.
Sports nutrition is
Sports
our
nutrition.
theme today. We're going to talk about sports nutrition.
Yes.
But first, let me take my adaptogen.
And it's interesting. You're going to share what you're taking?
Yep, I'm taking ashwagandha, Indian ginseng.
And I had never heard of this adaptogen before, and I actually looked at the adaptogen combination that I take, and I was surprised to see that it was one of the ingredients.
I often give ashwagandha to patients for stress management, anxiety, fatigue, but in this case I use for sports nutrition, which we're going to talk about today because I'm wearing spandex for a reason. Not that I need a reason to wear spandex, but I did the Ride to Conquer Cancer, which is a bike ride over 2 days from Toronto to Niagara Falls, beautiful Niagara Falls, where we biked 215 kilometers to raise $14 million for cancer research for the Princess Margaret Hospital right here in Toronto.
That's fantastic. And this was the first year that they did it as well.
This was the first year that they did it. That's true. Exactly, yeah. And I was very intimidated by the bike ride. It's 215 kilometers. We go uphill towards the end of the first day. So I did a lot of preparation. And I'm going to take you through that. For exercise performance, exercise preparing, and so on, there's been over 30 studies on different natural health products that you could look at. Unfortunately, for the majority of them, the studies haven't been that great. They've looked at Korean ginseng, they've looked at creatinine, they've looked at different products, pycnogenol, and the studies have not been as favorable as we thought they would be. So when I was designing my protocol, I was pretty much on my own. All right, so I'll just pretty much tell you what I did, and then you at home could tailor something to a naturopath and take it from there. So the biggest thing, the most important thing to me was electrolytes.
Really?
Yeah, I went training on a very hot day, and silly me, I didn't think about replenishing my electrolytes, and I ended up with muscle spasms so bad that my legs seized up.
Oh my goodness.
So before the race and during the race, lots of electrolytes. There's the electrolyte drinks like the Gatorades and the Powerades. There's powders you could buy at the pharmacies, and also there's these little jubes that are loaded with electrolytes. So that's top. You definitely need some electrolyte replacement on a ride that size, definitely. So
number one's electrolytes. What
number
about-
one's electrolyte. Two is ashwagandha. Ashwagandha helps you regulate your cortisol level and also gives you a bit of an energy boost. So I took a large amount of ashwagandha the day before and a large amount of ashwagandha the day of the race, and I had great energy throughout. That was wonderful.
Do you need to take that afterwards as well, or no?
No, just at the beginning of the race.
Okay.
And that was wonderful. 48 hours before, third thing, 48 hours before the race, you start to carb load. So you start eating more rice, more pasta, just so that you have a lot more carbohydrates in your system, because that's what your muscles are going to burn right away to give you a lot of energy to sustain you.
That's incredible.
Fourth thing, drink tons of water. Every 15 minutes, you got to drink something.
Really?
Yeah, every 15 minutes you got to drink something. And also what I did too, fifth thing, is I took some it's like a syrupy sugar thing to give you more carbohydrates as you exercise. And I felt like $1 million. I felt like I could have done another 20 kilometers on the second day, and it was great.
Made a big difference.
It made a big difference.
So what do you need to do afterwards?
Right. So that's the most important thing. You got to finish it, but you got to be able to walk to your car after and go back to work on the Monday morning. Magnesium for muscle spasms and cramps. I took a lot of magnesium after, and that worked really well. There's things called proteozymes. These are bromelain, papain. So these are enzymes that break down protein. So they're normally used for digestion, but when you have such a strenuous exercise such as this, you'll build up a lot of scar tissue and a lot of muscle damage. So common products that people may have heard of are Wobenzyme and things like that. And I took a lot of that after. And last thing, fish oils. A lot of fish oils, because they're anti-inflammatory, so they really help to heal the body right after the race. So that was wonderful. And I took all these things, took a nap after, and then I went biking in the evening, which was kind of fun. That was great.
Sadistic.
A little bit, yeah.
That's incredible. So it must be similar to what a lot of the Olympic athletes do as they prepare for the Olympics as well.
Most definitely. Although, however, the Olympic athletes always have to be careful with blood doping, so they have to choose things that won't cause problems with the International Olympic Committee and so on. But fish oils, I haven't seen it being an issue. Proteozymes or ashwagandha or the products I've listed shouldn't be an issue. And if you are concerned about that, there's a guideline you could go to. It's each country should have one. It's called Ethics in Sports Conduct, and they'll have a list of substances that are allowed and disallowed.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So, when you are preparing for your next big race, who should people work with? Should they consult a naturopath to tailor a program?
Most definitely a naturopathic doctor to tailor a program for you. Also, you're going to need some form of manual therapist, so an osteopath, a chiropractor, a massage therapist, or a physiotherapist.
Okay.
I needed a good week of tissue work after, so definitely plan your team ahead of time, so you have them after the race to help you out.
Perfect, and you can find these practitioners through the Find a Practitioner link on our website, www.vitaminjunkies.com.
Yes, ma'am. And for those of you who would like to do the Ride to Conquer Cancer, it's also going on in 2009. In June, roughly. So please go to www.conquercancer.ca. It's a wonderful event, and it's a very good cause.
Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for joining us today. I'm Jennifer Lyle.
I'm Dr. J. Jen Spandex.
And continue the addiction to good health.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do.